what a sincere apology means is that you are ready to change. There is no need for apology if you are not going to change. So you must be ready to change and apologize sincerely. Working that needs you to build it again, or you and the other party to build it again. Or maybe you just need to leave that person and go to another person and begin to build anew. And there are relationships you are in that are not working, that can still work if you fix it by putting in the work, putting in the effort that is needed. Put a finger down if you have a friend. Put a finger down if you've had a breakup with a friend in time past, or maybe even a present. Put a finger down if you think your friendship is not working. Put a finger down if you've had to build friendship from the scratch. Put a finger down if you think you're a good friend. Alright, so today we are talking about friendship. I'm going to be telling you about fixing and building friendships, relationships, friendships, right? So I've come to realize that there are times when what you need to do is to build a relationship and you are only focused on fixing it. And there are relationships that you're supposed to fix that you leave the fixing and then you want to begin to build. So I have this analysis of a house that is leaking. If a house is leaking, you don't demolish the house to build another one, and you think the leakage in the other house will stop. If a house has been demolished, you don't find a plumber to say, oh, I just want to fix this thing in it. No, it has been demolished. So it means that you need to build it again. Now, there are relationships that are no more working that need you to build it again, or you and the other party to build it again. Or maybe you just need to leave that person and go to another person and begin to build anew. And there are relationships you are in that are not working, that can still work if you fix it by putting in the work, putting in the effort that is needed. So let's talk about fixing and building. How do you fix a relationship? For your relationship to need fixing, it means that you must have recognized some negative patterns, some not to do things. Maybe you guys don't communicate well, or the two of you, or whatever the number it is, you don't, there's something you're not doing right, and you're not just feeling like this relationship is working out anymore like it was in the beginning, in time past. So the first thing is to recognize. Once you recognize those patterns, you list out the patterns. These are the things that we've been doing right before. What are the things that we're doing before that we are no more doing now? What are the patterns that we're following before that we are no more following now? List out those things, make a list of them, write them down, ensure that you get from your partner, your other friend, and you write down your whole. Then sit down at the table. I mean, they must also be willing to fix it, because it's one thing for you wanting to fix the relationship and the other party not wanting. So you must be on the same page that you see the capacity of this relationship being fixed. You see that this relationship is something that you want to go ahead with and you want to fix it. So you must be on the same page. Then you must recognize that something is wrong. You must write down those things that you think are wrong, the patterns that you've been following that you are no more following, the things that you were doing that you are no more doing, that is making the relationship not good enough to you and making the relationship look like it needs fixing, right? So those are the first three things that you need to do. Then the next point is that you have a conversation. It is very important to have a conversation with your friend, whoever it is you are in a relationship with, when you see that the relationship is thinking, right? Have conversations. What do you think we need to do better? Whatever list that you have, begin to tick them. Okay, what do you think we can do better in this with that? For example, with this communication, maybe communicating more. You tell them, okay, maybe we'll communicate once in a week or maybe twice in a week, whatever it is you now want to agree to communicate on, how to make your communication better. Basically, you agree on that, right? And if it is also the fact that one person is giving more energy, the other person is not returning the energy the way it is, one person calls more, one person gives more, one person spends more time, you also need to name it. Note that the two of you are actually working to make the relationship work. It's not like you want to hit your head against each other to know who went wrong the most, who did the wrong thing the most. You are just coming together to ensure that you two become better, the relationship become better. So it is very important that when you are also stating they are wrong, hear the wrong that you have as well. And when you hear it, you are not just hearing it to confront them and tell them that, should when me too I did it, you too did it. No, you want to listen and you want to apologize sincerely where necessary. Once you listen, you are apologizing sincerely where necessary. And you need to ensure that you are listening actively, because there are some people that when you are having a conversation with them and it comes to you talking to them about what they did, they just want to tune off, like keep talking, keep yapping. And that is a very, very bad one, because it's not going to help your relationship. So it is important that you listen actively and listen not to react, but to respond in apology where necessary. Sincere apology where necessary. And what a sincere apology means is that you are ready to change. There is no need for apology if you are not going to change. So you must be ready to change and apologize sincerely. You must also find a common ground. It is necessary that you find a common ground where you rekindle your interest. Tell each other what brought you together. Oh, these are the values that I've found in you that made me become your friend. You still have these values, and I appreciate you so much. Right? You could also bring up jokes that you guys can relate to, something that you know that just the things that you guys did, because there must have been something that you did in time past that made the relationship look like, oh, I love it, oh, it's bubbling, that you are no more doing now. So make it a time of real conversation and add a spice of fun and jokes, because you guys are still friends. You are not enemies, you are not strangers. You are just trying to bring up the fire that was once dead, right? So it is important to come from this angle. Don't come from the angle of, oh, I will attack her, oh, she didn't do well, or she did. Even if it is obvious that the other person didn't do well, you are not there to attack them. You are still friends and you want to help each other up. All recording this video, continue to be. Now, let me talk about the last point. The last point that I'm going to talk about when it comes to fixing your relationship is to ensure that you work on rebuilding trust, because so many things might have happened and you guys don't trust each other. If there's more to do, you need to ensure that you fix that part. So I'm going to share practical examples with you. I have a friend that at a point she just veered of like she just felt like nothing was happening. I would reach out, everything, during my birthday. We were cool at first, but at some point I just realized that she was just kind of absent, and I just felt somehow to me. So it got to a point where I had to just make a review of the friends that I had, who I thought was there, who I think or who I thought was no more there, and why I feel that way. It also goes a long way to tell you that you need to make a review of your friends, of your friendship, and keep track of those that are still in your life, so that not anybody will just come and tell you, oh, we are friends, when they've long forgotten you, and because you blew, they are not telling you, they don't want to visit with you and harm you. Please keep track of your friends. Let your friends know that they are your friends, and those that are not your friends, make it obvious to them that they don't have that important, valuable place in your heart. Very, very important. So after my review, I reached out to all of my friends that I thought were my friends. We had conversations, and then I reached out to this my other friend that I thought that things were kind of shaky, and I asked her, "What do you think about this friendship?" See, there is no hide and seek when it comes to you not understanding where you stand when it comes to your relationship, your friendship. Ask questions. What do you think about this relationship? Why do you think you've been closer? Do you think we've been farther? Why do you think so? Especially if you are the one initiating it, you need to ask questions. And when you're asking questions, you're not asking questions to make them feel guilty. You're asking questions from a place of concern for the relationship, concern from them as well. And then when I asked, that was when she opened up and she mentioned things like, oh, she didn't feel like she was doing enough for me. And she felt like I was doing too much more than she was doing. And it just touched me, like, because before the old nonchalant thing started with her, she was doing so well. And this is to also point out to you that your friendship is not just made up of money. If you cannot support financially, be able to support emotionally, be able to support spiritually, be able to support physically, support their career, support if there are people that create content, like their content. In fact, if you wake up early in the morning, their name, their content should be part of those that you go and search for intentionally and like. If you don't see it, you reach out to them. I've not seen you post your open no problem. That's intentionality, right? So she veered off because she thought that I was doing a lot financially, but she was not doing enough financially. And she was doing better in every other aspect. Because if I remember well, she would be the one to chat me up most of the time, call sometimes, right? So it doesn't have to be that you give money for money. If you don't have money and I have money, I'll give you money, you give me what you have. Do you understand? It's just important to maintain the energy. It doesn't mean that you're maintaining the energy with the same thing. I could have a lot of love to give you in money in gifts, and you have a lot of love to give me in quality time. It's okay. But when you have the money, give them. Right. So yeah, that was what she said, and I told her that she still think you want to continue with this friendship. Should we still continue with this thing? And she said she's very interested, but she didn't apologize. She said this, and I'm like, no problem. Finances is not an issue. The work you are doing is very, very fine. And we came to a conclusion, and our friendship is swinging smoothly now. So that's a real life example. That's my own example. Now, it is very important that, like I said, communicate clearly. Have serious communication. But don't make it all about you did this, you did that, you did not call, you did not, you did not. Calm down. Let it be. Can we continue with this? What do you think we are doing wrong? Let it not be about you did this wrong. Right? So it is very, very important. So these are some ways to fix the relationship. This video is already going to 13 minutes plus. I'm going to make another video on how to build relationships because many people struggle with that. And that's why many people don't want to leave a relationship that does not need fixing. They want to keep fixing it, and they are not more they are no more in the relationship. Right? Yes, spirit, soul, and body. They don't more in the relationship. They are just struggling there. But they want to keep fixing because they feel like the cost of building is more. And they feel like it's not worth it. So you're going to consider how to build relationships that cannot be fixed or you don't want to fix. Or there's no deserve to be fixed. I don't know but yeah, that will be in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am the Global Tip. If you have any question, if you have any idea, if you have any contribution to make on how to fix relationships, you could share your story. I'm going to read some out in the next episode so that every one of us can learn, enjoy, and have fun, right? So I'm going to see you in the next video. See you then. Ensure that you're doing everything that it takes to grow. Ensure that you execute everything that you've learned here, and let me know what you've learned in the comment section. If you've not subscribed to this channel, you are wrong. If you've not shared, and you're not, if you have not shared this video, you are wrong. To do that, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let's grow together. I'll see you in the next one.